that's how the strategy works every single trade, right?
When you sell something, what happens? You bring money in, right?
Stay smart, stay ready, stay profitable.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Profit Panel. And today we have ourselves an extra special episode with Alex Reed and Jeff Smith. Today's Monday. We're going to be breaking down all the unusual flow that we have on our scanner. So, hope everyone had a great weekend. Last week was a bit brutal on the markets. This week is a little bit more jam-packed with earnings. We've got a lot of news on the horizon right now, and Alex and Jeff are going to be with us here soon to hopefully break it all down so that even I can understand it. So what's up? We got Sandy in the chat. Matt's in the chat. How are you, Matt? Welcome in. Ezra, good morning. Good to see you, my man. Ron, welcome. Rich, welcome in. Tom, James, good to see you. Hopefully everybody's been printing this morning. A little bit of a interesting day so far. We got PLTR earnings today after close. They're really trending up nicely. So our debit spread that we took on Friday is up very nice. Let's see. Or maybe, did we take that Friday? I can't remember. What's up, Rob? How are you? Broke AS. Hi. Andy Y. Hello. How are you? Welcome in, folks. It's been a crazy day. It's just been a crazy day so far. Does everyone have sound? DMAC, if you don't have sound, make sure you're unmuted. All right. Just so you guys know, a couple things I got to go over here to begin with while my camera is doing the having its moment of specialness right now. It's doing this focusing thing again. I had thought the desk light would fix it, but I guess not. I think that's annoying. Whatever. Okay, so guys, listen. So down in the bottom below, there is a link to. I know it's my camera. Yeah, my camera's broken. It's not you guys. I need to get a new webcam. But so essentially we have down in the bottom, guys, we have Alex's Telegram, we have Jeff's Telegram, and then we also have the link there to Prosperity Pub, the Profit Panel. So if you guys could just make sure you add that to your calendar, set that up so you automatically get an invite every single day, and that just pops up on your phone and you'll know to be here for the Profit Panel. So sometimes if I get close, my camera will focus. There it goes. So it just has to focus. Yes, Shannon, I'm glad that's helpful to you. So down there we have the Watch the Show Live, and you can add that. So we're working on getting that link so that when you click on it, it just automatically goes to your Google Calendar. We are working on that. That is going to be, and then there's also a replay page down there as well. So feel free, go in there, look at all of our replays that we have. But for sure, yeah, thanks, Ezra. I know my camera is working. Yeah, it looks like we also have Alex here now down in the stage. So if you're ready, Alex is giving me a thumbs up.
What's up, everyone?
What's up? Look at that nice clean haircut. I like that.
I got shorn like a sheep.
Nice, man. It looks good.
Thanks, bro. It's the neck hair that gets you, dude. It's not the top length,
It's back here.
It's back there, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Well, I was just giving the folks the good news this week. It's a high volatility week. We got PLTR earnings, about 1 million more throughout the whole week. So I was like,
I know, dude.
It's just unbelievable this week how much news we have and how many earnings reports. I haven't seen it.
It's insane, man. We have a lot of stuff coming in on the scanner late today as well. So I figured today, honestly, let's do some interesting earnings plays here. Actually, let me open up the chat so I can see who's talking.
Yeah, we've got some good folks in the chat. I got to fix there's a couple things I got to work on during this presentation. One is this new microphone. It seems to pick up my keyboard like no other microphone. And then
you type furiously, man.
I do, and it's my gaming keyboard, so it's mechanical. So you can hear every click.
Yeah. Oh, nice. What do you play?
Well, recently I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft Classic.
Ooh.
Hardcore.
Ooh, addictive. Man.
Addictive. So if you die, you essentially just have to restart. Oh, and there's Jeff. I left poor Jeff out of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm hated. That's all right.
No, we love you.
We love you, Jeff.
Even if you don't believe in abiogenesis. Anybody else know what abiogenesis is? We were having a conversation in Slack.
It's the we'll see if anybody knows about it. I brought it up one night on the Evening Edge, and somebody posted me this link, and I clicked on it, and there was 50 links in there, all with stories supporting abiogenic oil, basically.
So, anybody know what it is? Come on, Bodine, are you here? Bet you know, man.
The bringer of knowledge.
Brody ought to know something.
Did you guys know that Bodine, the name Bodine, literally means bringer of knowledge?
No way.
I'm dead serious.
What language?
I think Viking lore.
Oh, nice.
It means bringer of knowledge.
Bodine's a Viking.
Mm-hmm.
Abiogenesis is basically the theory that oil is not produced by organic means, but is a natural process of the Earth's inner crust activity. So therefore, it's not non-renewable. It's a renewable resource. That's right, Blake?
That is essentially what it means. And I already see Jeff shaking his head. He's like, "No way, man." It's a very controversial subject.
Are we good on audio and video? We got people saying they can't hear us.
It cannot be controversial. I mean, any idiot knows that oil and natural gas are organic compounds, and if they're going to say it's inorganic and it's just done by a stupid drill bit, is the dumbest people I've ever heard in my life. How's that?
Jeff is not an abiogenesis fan.
Not an abiogenesis fan.
We'll convert him one day.
I was a pipeline engineer for 10 years, so
yeah.
Jeff literally built the pipes.
Drilled wells. Jeff is embarrassed. I don't think so.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's an off the wall theory, but there is trace evidence to support it.
Nice.
But there's also evidence that says that Jeff is 1000% correct.
I don't know, man. I saw Esoteric Mind Bites 3778 on X had a whole thread about abiogenesis. I don't know, man. I don't know. Petrol engineer or Esoteric Mind Bites Anon account on Twitter. I don't know which one to believe.
The day and the age we live in, folks. One expert says one thing, a guy on Twitter says another,
and Shannon, I'll agree with you. The Earth is magical. I will definitely agree with that.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah, it is incredible stuff.
We can all agree on that. But they did discover an underwater ocean bigger than all the surface oceans combined, actually, deep within the mantle.
They did.
They did do that.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So did you trade Plug, Jeff? We got Sean here saying thanks for Plug.
I did not trade Plug.
Okay, maybe that's the one I dropped on Closing Playbook.
Yeah, I think it was. I thought I saw that in there.
Yeah, we got a nice little pop on that over the weekend. That was cool.
Hey, PLTR's popped up too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. So we're up. Well, are all oceans underwater? That's actually an interesting philosophical point. I would think that you'd have to be in the ocean to be underwater. Therefore, if it creates the underwater conditions, it could not be underwater itself. So how many people we got in here, Blake?
We have 253 right now.
Welcome, everyone. How are you doing?
Welcome in. And those of you that are new, please scroll down on the page, and there is an announcements section. Jeff's Telegram is there. Please join it. Alex's Telegram is in there. Please join that as well. And then there is a link that I want you to take and put on your calendar so that you get an alert every single day when we are live, because you don't want to miss the trades and the knowledge we are bringing you guys every single day.
Absolutely. Maximum knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, maximum knowledge, as much knowledge as we can give. I'm still waiting on SMCI and laser to take off. Let me go ahead and share my screen here so we can start looking at stuff.
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions about earnings, so throw them in the chat. We'll look at them.
Yeah, so first off, we got to think about Palantir today. So we're up, what are we up? 111. Nice little triple on that puppy. Do we hold? Do we sell? I mean, I think earnings are going to be good. Probably could get a pop. What did we get into Palantir at?
I think it was 98 cents.
Let me see what I got filled at. I might have gotten, I feel like I got filled higher. Palantir, load. Oh yeah, 98 cents. Okay, so if we want to get, earnings whisper. Palantir is what, tomorrow morning? Oh, it's tonight. It's tonight.
98 cents. So we're up a little over what, 100? We're up 110%.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and close. We were going to trade for earnings. I don't know. What do you think? Should we close or try and just get a massive banger?
Well, remember, that's like diamond fisting it. We'll either get a bunch or we'll just lose it all.
I know.
I think we ought to take the 100% and just call it good.
114%. Yeah,
that's right.
So.
I would agree with that, because if you swing that through earnings, you're just basically saying you're okay with it going to zero.
Yeah. I'm going to get out 207. All right, I'm just going to drop this into Telegram.
Oh, what's up, SDY? Welcome back. Good to see you.
Alrighty.
Oh, are we going to wait, Alex? You called out laser and SMCI as well, right?
Yeah, I took those on the morning trade session. They promptly sold off, but SMCI has earnings coming up on what, tomorrow? Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday after close. So I think we're going to hold this, folks. If you look on the chart here, it's bouncing off of the 9 and the 20. So a lot of good news on the chip front. I think SMCI is probably going to be. I think we can maybe, if we don't hold through earnings, I think we can get out tomorrow for a gain. What's the expiration on that? It's November. So yeah, so we'll look into tomorrow probably at this point, unless we get a pump late day. But at this point, and laser is coming back up. It's a pretty solid trend after the sell off here. I think we could actually pop on that tomorrow too. So congratulations, all you people who are like, I can't day trade. These are both going to be overnight holds. Also, look at this on the laser chart. We have like a double bottom, resistance here. I wouldn't call it a double bottom because it's like 2 bars, but a hard support shelf here at this level. So I think this is a little bit of a bounce for us, even though we pushed down here today, so recovered from it. So yeah. I'm going to hold those two.
What the heck happened to LAZR? They used to be worth like a lot.
Were they?
Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard since like COVID, like 2019.
Oh, well, that's why they were worth a lot.
Oh yeah, dude, they were worth like $700 a share.
You know, just one of those crappy companies who has no real business, probably. I don't know. How much is their revenue?
That's what I was going to say. What's their revenue? Jeff's over here cackling. He's like, what's going on?
I guess they do have revenue. I mean, they have 15 mil. They're like, what are they? We were talking about laser a couple of days ago, right, Jeff? What are they, like fiber optics or something?
Yeah, they are. And they're probably worth 15 million.
Yeah. car dealerships in your local town are probably worth $15 million too. So,
Right.
Oh my gosh.
you know. Oh man, Will got a nice little day trade on Mew today. Good job, Will.
No.
Hey Bea, we Hershey trade was in this panel. Sorry, I missed that. I know you dropped that. So Hershey trade was that we got like a 25% on that today.
Yeah, we did really well on that.
Yeah. So you should have gotten filled on that. If you don't, I think you can probably still get out, maybe even better than we got, because Hershey's just been selling off all day.
Yeah, we put a GTC order in at 110.
Okay, well, Bea, if you're still in that, let's look at Hershey real quick, just for Bea. Most valued. Oh yeah, Bea, you're looking solid on that if you're still in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you probably might have got a 50 or maybe even more than that winner.
Vladdy made a good point. He said you don't need revenue these days. Open AI deals are enough.
I know. It's true, right? Everybody's like forward value of the markets. But still forward value of the market, 97% of all companies. What's that stats? Like 97% of all companies ever listed on the markets is like they're like not existing anymore. So like forward value,
yeah,
forward value will only take you so far,
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people like to get cute with it. Let's get
Well, that's probably why they made the indexes, because I mean, you look at just the NASDAQ exchange. When they look at the NASDAQ composite, most of those stocks are pretty much trash. They really are.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get the top 100 stocks that are, hey, that's pretty good, and maybe even the top 200. But after that, they're not worth anything.
Right. So like, people like to get cute with it. I always say trade dumber. And I don't mean be dumb, but I think people overthink things. You're all smart, right? You all are intelligent people. I think anybody who has who's intelligent tends to overthink things. So just be dumber. Don't think like that's like but honestly, it's not just me. People say psychology of trading, you establish rules and then you execute. You establish rules and then you execute. You're not, once you establish those rules, you think about the rules and then you don't think anymore. At least that's what I think. So, oh my gosh, we have so much stuff. I don't even know if we'll have time to put on a single trade. We'll be looking at all these. I'm just kidding. We'll make some trades.
On your scan, see that you.
Yeah,
their earnings are tonight.
Dude, I just don't believe it. Really, like all these puts. Now these could be hedges, so we always have to be careful around.
Yeah, they might be hedges.
We do have a lot of. We have a lot of put volume actually, and a lot of call volume here. I mean, people are playing both sides of this. Woo.
Yeah, they're probably doing a lot of straddles.
Yeah,
I'm kind of bullish on you.
Yeah, I am too, man. How could you not be? I mean,
exactly.
But we are sold off pretty hard though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, down 15%.
We're down. Where are we on the 50? Touching the 50? Oh. So I don't know. Okay. So there's one thing. We'll look at SGML too. Wow.
That PLTR trade we took on Friday, right?
PLTR was Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I think. Jeff, do you remember? Friday was Halloween. We were looking at Hershey's and stuff. I don't think we put on is that Thursday?
I'll have to look.
I think it was. I can look. I have it pulled up on my. We took it 10/31.
Oh, so we did take it on Friday.
So we did do it on Friday.
Yeah. Right. Wait. Palantir. We bought the No. Wait. No.
We bought a bull call spread.
That was 2 Fridays ago.
So we've just been in that one for a while.
10/24. Was that 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was that the 26th? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was 2 Fridays. So that was a nice little 2 week.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's why you guys got to come to Profit Panel every single day, or else you'll miss out.
Yeah. Or else we'll forget when we took these trades, and we won't have you guys to remind us.
Exactly.
Of course, we have
Shannon wrote it down.
Keep track of it.
Yeah, we'll put Shannon on the Profit Panel just to track our trades.
Yeah.
Well, we put a bunch of them out in here for sure.
Yeah, we do. Chris, no, we don't trade trash with the free ride scanner. Sometimes we trade trash. Like, I'd say a lot of this to be funny too, but like, Qubit, there's some companies that are vaporware, some companies we trade that are good. Like there are companies that have legitimate businesses, but it's just like some of them don't. And it doesn't really matter if you're trading options, like, short-term options, it doesn't really matter because like you're just playing price action. But like long-term, like, most stocks are going to be delisted over time. So it's just like, for us, it doesn't matter. We're not like trying to add these to our long-term buy and hold portfolio and retire on Rigetti or something. Though maybe you could have. Plugs rebounding here. Okay, so Energy Fuels Inc. There's one I wanted to look at before we get there. So Grab is a fun little, and so we got some like longer dated options that came in on Grab. Pretty good order. I saw this prior to. Look at this, 59,000 at 650 on November 21st. So this is only less than 10% out of the money. I kind of like this trade for earnings. Let's look at Grab. So basically, it's at 608. So we need to go up to 650, which is right here. So basically, it's going to be approaching all-time highs. And if you go ahead and pull up the options chain, folks, you can look at Grab, and I'll pull it up as well. But from when I looked at it, there was basically no puts at all on the, what is this, the 21st? So let's come over here. Check this out. Man, my mouse is so laggy. How do you, dude, I could not, dude, Blake, I would have died in World of Warcraft with my mouse like many times over.
Dude,
my paladin would have been obliterated.
I can't say I've ever died because of my own mouse, but I've died because of other people in World of Warcraft.
I would have died because of my own mouse. This thing is so laggy.
Yeah, I could not, bro. I could not. Especially in hardcore, where if you die, it's permanent and you have to restart.
Yeah, dude, it has so many hours.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But look at these. Look at these flows coming in November 21st. Now, this is only one strike away. Let's look at the delta. 37 cents delta. 37 delta. So that means every dollar that moves up, you're going to move up 37 cents. So we could get a pretty nice pop here. And remember, if it does pop tomorrow, this delta will increase because of gamma, so it'll go up faster. So if it keeps on running, we'll be like up 50, 60 cents per dollar move if it pops tomorrow. So I kind of like it. It's cheap. That's also a reason I like it. It's 20 cents. So I kind of want to trade that one. And then that's my pick of earnings today. I figured maybe Jeff, you could throw out one too. We could play both of them, but that's the one. Grab's going to be mine. Maybe that's my first one. Maybe we'll take some more, but let's see what we do. I'm going to type this out. Grab is like it's like food delivery and stuff, right? It's like sort of like Uber Eats. 21 November 25, $6.50 call. So let's see what we can get. So Grab and Uber, I think they're kind of sort of linked companies, honestly, though Uber's holding up better than Grab, but they kind of both in that delivery thing. So I'm seeing 23. I wonder if we can get in for like 21 on this. Let's see if we can get in on 21 for that grab order. I am not getting filled.
Hey, who just asked that? Sean? It's the NASDAQ. That's what grab is traded under.
I'm going for grab 22. It's gonna make me. Let's wait a second. I think we can get filled at 22 cents. If not, we'll go to 23. Again, we're kind of looking for. This is an earnings play, and also it's kind of longer dated too. We have a few weeks too for it to work out for us. So it won't versus like taking like a 7th of November, a weekly expiration. We won't have as much chaos with it as we would. Because they were taking it's a little longer dated. It has a little more. I'm just going to go 23. All right, I got filled at 23 on that grab option.
Yep, you and me both. They wouldn't fill me at 22. Those greedy sellers.
Dang it, market makers. Dang market makers.
Greedy.
Wait, you got grab filled at 22.5? How are you doing incremental stuff, man?
A lot of times you can type it in and it'll take it.
Does it?
Yeah,
What?
you can. If you physically type it in, you can. A lot of times we'll be able to get halves and stuff like that.
I did not know that.
It won't work all the time. Even the ones that trade in like 5-cent increments, you can type in 22 cents and it will put it in a lot of times.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
But you have to physically change it yourself. You can't do the little plus and minus buttons.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to try that next time.
Well, I just tried it because now I'm just blowing my mind.
Did it work?
It filled me at 23 again.
Well,
maybe it's rounding up on you.
It's rounding up on me.
Yeah. Turn off the roundup. Turn off the roundup function on TOS. Hey, but look at this meta. This one's playing out for us, isn't it? So this is interesting because remember on Friday, or when did we take this meta? We took it on Friday, I think. Halloween. It was one of our Halloween trades along with Hershey. Remember we saw those calls coming in on meta, but that's not to say maybe they're they were longer dated a little bit. They weren't like this week. I think they were next week or even the 21st. But meta's still selling off. This is a really powerful trend line. The 200 when a stock bounces under the 200, and even this is another look at that. It bounced. I mean, not only did it open beneath it, but it actually went up to it. That's the wick, right? The high of the day. It bounced hard underneath that 200, off of the 200, which is a really good bearish signal, actually. So, again, we're looking for meta to kind of get to 620 or so before, but so we're about break even. I mean, if we're down like 1.72% on it, that's not really super indicative of anything on the in terms of the spreads like going to work out for us or not. It's a little volatile as when you open it. And we are on the November 21st. And we do have a good to cancel order for that, probably about 25%, I think, or 20%. So, if meta keeps on going down, we should get filled automatically on that.
Oh, nope. Trying to find the best camera setting here.
Yeah, very cool. Any earnings plays, your personal risk tolerance, but like always go lower on earnings plays because you're kind of just you're trying to make informed gambles, but more so than other strategies, you are gambling on earnings because you want to make informed gambles. Like we caught the contract that was showing up on the scanner for grab, ton of volume actually, but it is earnings and anything could happen. Best laid plans, right? Because you're really going for a binary event. You're going for a binary event. It either works or it doesn't. So, always position size with that in mind. Jabo, meta, it was the put debit spread. We bought it, so it's a put debit spread. It was the 21, 620 and 615 puts. I don't so you buy the 620 and sell the 615. It's up to you whether you want to. Anybody, if you're this late, especially like a couple days late on the trade, I usually wouldn't recommend taking it. I do think Meta's going to go down still, but again, I guess honestly it might work because we are, just a little under break even. So maybe it would work to open it up if you want to, but yeah.
They're buying shop puts.
What's happening?
Shopify, their earnings come out tonight.
Oh yeah,
they got some puts coming in.
Yeah, man, Shopify's in a nice little. Nothing. Just like holding the line.
165 puts for Friday.
Oh wow. What's the chain look like? Any calls?
I hadn't looked at the chain. Just looking at charts and stuff.
Yeah, pretty even on the calls and put side. Oh, and they're expensive. When did Shopify get so expensive? I guess it's just because of IV, but that's pretty expensive.
Oh man, hold on. I was looking at the 21st. I was like, man, they're outrageous.
Well, dude, the November 7th, they're like $1,000.
Well, they are. Check that out.
That's crazy. All
yeah.
Right. Well, I wouldn't recommend gambling $1,000 unless you're, really balling on earnings.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to be balling out.
Yeah. So
$1,000.
Yeah, let's look at what we got. So we got Palantir tomorrow night. So we're out of that. Done. Got a nice 100 triple-digit winner. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we got. I'm just going to pull up this earnings whisper for everyone so we can see. Boop. Hims. Got some stuff coming on Hims. Hims is a wild one. So Hut 8. So Iron did amazing and Cypher did amazing. Did anybody see that graphic I dropped on Telegram with all like the ecosystem for data centers on AI? So Hut 8 is, I think it's a crypto miner. Iron's was a crypto miner. I believe they're all basically involved in AI mining, energy stuff. So Hut 8 could be good. Spotify is going to be really expensive for us to trade.
I think I can copy and paste this image into the chat.
Oh, really? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I just did. So there you guys go. If you want to check that out, it's in the chat.
Oh yeah, you can do pictures. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So Iron.
Can't do that in Zoom.
I know. See, this platform's got some benefits, folks.
Yeah.
Iron gapped up. Rare Monday morning earnings report. So Hut 8. Let's look at Hut 8. Boom. Hut. So Hut 8 gapped up on the Iron news, basically. Data center growth in general. They're reporting tomorrow morning. Are there any flows coming in on Hut?
Are they crypto miner?
They're a crypto miner. Iron, what is Iron a crypto miner too?
Are you talking about like Iron Mountain?
No, IREN.
Yeah. Oh, Iron. Okay. I think they are.
Yeah.
They do something with crypto, I'll tell you.
It's something with data mining, digital mining. So I would think ostensibly that Hut would be, kind of gonna flow as up with Iron as well. But there's not a lot of. Let me see if I have any things on the other scanner.
Oh, here's interesting. So Iron does both. They not only do Bitcoin mining, but they do AI cloud services and infrastructure.
Okay, cool.
So they kind of have a good mix of both.
I like it. Let me see. Man, I was deep in code all day long trying to build this new scanner out. And for some reason, man, sometimes tech just does not cooperate. Let's see.
So let's say this. Look at Pure Cycle, PCT. Their earnings were Thursday. 1. B, look at your flows.
Oh, wow.
There's like a couple of calls early, then the rest of them just puts out the yang.
What do these guys do?
I have no idea. I just found them. I was trying to find something that was halfway cheap and everything like that. And I was like, who's PCT? Let me see what they do real quick. They pollution and treatment controls. How's that one?
Oh, dude, they're gonna be horrible. I don't.
Yeah.
What was their last earnings? Bad.
Pure Cycle.
I kind of feel like you should just ignore earnings around last May because I don't think it mattered.
Oh, Liberation Day?
Well, like post-Liberation Day.
Yeah, oh yeah, everything just went up.
But like besides that, they basically $900,000 loss, $501,000 loss, $4.7 million loss,
Puts.
$2 million loss, $1.2 million loss, and all the EV. I don't know. I feel like the Trump admin. It's like they're canceling the EV tax credits. I feel like this company might have probably been a beneficiary of some of like the Green New Deal stuff that are being pulled. Is this expensive? I feel like this might be one of those weirdly expensive ones.
It's $10.
Oh yeah. $10. Okay. Like 10 cents.
Well, I mean, if you do an at the money put right now, a 10.5 puts 55 cents. And we're at 10.80.
Yeah.
And what are they doing? They're in here doing $9 puts. So the $9 puts it, 9 cents.
We do have some sweeps coming in though. Oh, this is a crazy one. Look at this. So sweeps are coming in for $13 for 11.7.
Oh, they're doing the 21st. So what is it? 35 cents? 37 cents?
Yeah, 30. So like this is interesting. So sweeps are coming in for this week, $13 a pop. Right here, so 20 cents. Probably get in for 25, 26, and then these sweeps though are coming in the flows are coming in for November 21st, and they're like playing a lot of puts. So this is interesting. And
this is PCT.
PCT, Pure Cycle Technologies.
Pure Cycle, baby.
Oh, crap. I meant to change the time frame.
I mean, all the big hedge funds like Market Edge, Schwab Equity, they're all giving it a sell rating, which usually tells me that they're buying it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they're wanting you to sell to them.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't. Do you guys? Do you pay attention to that, Jeff? What the people are saying, the analysts? I don't think it. I don't know
because I think they're about as smart as my styrofoam cup. So
yeah, I know.
That's why I say it don't matter if they say they're selling it. I don't know, man.
So I don't know anything about PCT. I'll take it if you want to, Jeff. Though.
I was looking for something that was below $1 that was on the scanner and had earnings this week. You know how hard that is?
I know. Everything gets inflated on. Dude, actually, I'm looking at. I was going back to HUD. That's actually kind of expensive. November 7th, $49 puts. It's like 165. Yeah. Yeah. So forget a HUD.
Kathy, sweeps are essentially very large institutional orders that are placed across multiple different exchanges.
So the idea, Kathy, is that look at all these BE calls, man. That's going to be expensive. I know it was expensive when we were trading it last week, so that's not going to be a viable thing. But
Bloom Energy.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to you.
They come up a lot in the flows.
I know, man. People like trading Bloom Energy, man.
They really do.
So yes, Kathy, sweeps are like if big market participants don't want to, they want to place a big order. So they have a 10,000 block order. They want to, or let's say 100,000 block order. But if they just sent that 100,000 block order through, everybody would see it and their mother's uncle. It would tip off, their hand. So what they're trying to do is do it covertly, so you can't see it. So they'll send a 200 block order here. There's 16 different options exchanges. They'll send a 16 block order here, 200 block order here, 1,000 here. And the idea is basically like when they break it up into little cookie crumbs, it all gets lost in the flow. It all gets lost in the market chaos. Kind of hard to, you don't see it. It's not as clear. But they're still trying to place that big bet. The idea is if you can see those, then you can kind of pull them all together and understand sort of where big money is placing a big bet. UUU. I mean, UUU is just so. I just can't imagine UUU is going to go down, right? Like, right. How can they be having bad earnings? They don't make that much money though. 233. That's crazy.
We'll see what the hedge funds are doing. See if what they're saying to do with it. Oh, the UUU said Market Edge says long, and everyone else says outperform. But right. Schwab gives it an F, and they gave it an F yesterday. So I don't know.
A lot of puts, man. I mean, everything's all the actually. Everything's kind of been selling off on the mineral side.
I mean, they're up 2,500% on their earnings per share from 5 years ago.
That's pretty good. What are they up? They're up. They're still, wow. Since May, they're up 245%. That's insane. 366% from the top.
Yeah.
So their UUUU is a White Mesa mill in Utah. I believe they are the only domestic uranium miner, which is why I'm long them, despite what's happening right now. When are these earnings? Oh, tomorrow morning. Man, what do you think, Jeff? Long, short? I don't know. I mean, let's look at the options first. They're really expensive. It kind of makes our decision for us.
Talking about UUU options?
Yeah, quad U.
I mean, if you look at what they're doing, they're buying $18 and $20 calls, and that's between $1.95 and $1.25. And that's on the 21st.
Yeah.
And of course, they're only going out. Well, some of them are December 5th on them, but they're doing the 7th. Let's see what the 7th says. 7th. I mean, you're looking at 55, 60 cents for the 20 calls for the 7th. If you do the 18 calls, it'll cost you 85.95 cents, or actually $1 for an 18 call. Most of them are doing $19 and $20 calls, getting them below $1.
Yeah, I'm just, the only thing I'm concerned about is like this. It's just not like I think on SGML, right, which is the lithium one, which is strange. Straight calls and a ton of them. But
you look at, I mean, if you look at volume today, the 16 puts have more volume than the 20 calls. I mean, look at that.
That's true. Yeah. Here you go, folks. So you know what I'm talking about. We're looking at you. So the 16 calls, 16 puts today. A lot of fresh volume coming in. 20 is about double what's coming in over here. So a lot of action to the downside here on November 7th. Could they really just sell off, man? Damn. I guess they could. All right. Well, let me just look at SGML because I just want to see how cheap SGML is.
There's just no volume on this sell-off.
What on UUUU?
Yeah.
Yeah, SGML is like kind of the same, honestly. And they're all calls for the 21st.
I mean, even CCJ, it's down, but there's no volume on it today.
I see a pretty good volume candlestick on. Oh wait, you're talking about energy fuels. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, not too much.
I don't know.
It's
Monday too, you know. About you, Jeff, but on Mondays, I think the market makers just love to set the week up.
All right. Wow. Yeah. Look at all those PCT puts. It is a lot.
And is UUU that's today, right? After hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess
after hours today, and that volume is from today. So the SGML earnings come out the 14th.
Oh, they're not until the 14th?
Right.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's not an earnings play then.
No, it's not.
Nice little double bottom on SGML, to be honest. A little bit, maybe you could get down here, but there's also a little bit of resistance there. All right. Well, 16. So we have to basically move. Basically, we drop below the 50. And if we do that, that's not going to be good for energy fuels. So we can do it. Let's do this. We can do this one.
What's SMR like? Their earnings are Thursday.
Is there stuff coming in?
I don't know. I hadn't checked that part yet.
I don't see anything. Let me see the sweeps.
I don't see anything either.
You guys look at that. I'll be right back.
All right. Holding down the fort. All right. SMR. Yeah, it's kind of mixed on the sweep side, honestly. Nothing too certain either way. Okay, you. All right, so $16. We can get. Okay, we're gonna do you. So basically needed to get down to right here. Earnings are tonight, so at least we'll know. Drop a telegram when I hear after hours what's going on. Let me type it in.
So you.
Yeah, HIMS puts. I know HIMS is coming in. HIMS is kind of, dude, I don't really know. I don't know what's going. HIMS surprised me last quarter. I thought they would be hit hard, but harder than they were. They actually, I think they jumped up. So I don't know. I'm not going to trade HIMS.
Can't blame you.
We can look at it though. What are we doing? The 7th? What are we doing? What's the date on this? The 7th? Is that what's coming in on the scanner?
Yeah, on UUUU?
Yeah, on UUUU.
There's a lot of 16 puts on the 7th.
All right, so either it's going to go up or it's going to go down. There's a lot of calls as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you look at the accumulation, just kind of eyeballing it here.
There's definitely a lot. There's like right at that strike of 16 puts. That's definitely a lot of volume.
Yeah, look at the volume here. I mean, you got the 20 calls. I guess it's twice as, or it's half as much. You got 7,000 on that, on the 20 calls.
Half as much. Yeah. Let's see.
If you look at the accumulation of calls and puts, there's more calls than puts being bought on this thing, volume-wise.
There is more calls?
Volume-wise, if you just look up through the strikes,
yeah,
there's more volume on the calls than there is on the puts.
Yeah, what's our I mean, we could do it. We could do a strangle.
Well, and here's something that's interesting if you want to think about it. This too. We're at 17.5 basically, right?
Yeah.
If you drop $1.50, which is 16 put, right? It's at 45 cents. We're at 17.5. And if you go up to 20, which is $2.50, not $1.50, it's at 55 cents. So the skews to the upside. See my point?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you go up $2.50, and the option's still more expensive than one that's $1.50 lower than where we're currently trading. So the thought is it's going to pop up, is my guess.
That's interesting, actually. It's really interesting.
Because they wouldn't be asking more for the premium for it.
Right. They're ponying up for that extra upside.
That's right.
That'd be at 20, basically.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing the 20 calls.
I mean, look, we've had a big sell-off in minerals. I am hesitant to short them though, just because I feel like it's just so useful.
Oh man, put a gun in my head, I buy them all.
Yeah, I know. All right. How much is 20 call? We're gonna do it.
There's audible. 55, 60 cents.
Yeah, strangles are kind of expensive. They're like over $1. Depending
Yeah.
on the strikes. I don't know. I saw someone say that.
Oh, Lynette's saying laser again. We just talked about laser. They're worth about the car dealership down the street from your house.
Yeah, well, lasers, we're going to hold laser overnight.
We are going to, yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, let's take these.
I like the 20 calls.
$20 calls. Okay. UUU still.
7 Nov.
You buy to open 7 November 25. $20 call. Let's see.
Are you guys the $20 call on UUUU?
Yeah, what?
Oh my god, that's crazy. This morning I bought the 23s.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Wow. For what expiration?
This week.
Okay. I hope. Well, dude, if that works out for you, we'll be looking pretty. So
we'll be looking good.
I'm longing Blake. He said he did it. I'm going to try and get in for, I don't know if I'll be able to get in for anything less than 58, but let's just.
I'm going to try 56.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mo says, are you sure they're not buying puts on UUUU and not selling them for credit? We've talked about that many a times.
Yeah, if you see a ton of volume, it's not going to be sold because that exposes them to. Remember, each thing you sell is 100 shares of the stock, so
crazy risk.
You're gonna 14,000 shares at $16. Also prior to earnings is very risky.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they could be on the hook for that. So I got filled at 58 on that. So there we go. Hey, Meta's up 6% now, ladies and gentlemen. That Meta spread. So I got filled at that at 58. And yeah, so grab in UUU. got some pretty interesting earnings. Like I think Grab is obviously a very consumer heavy. It's like DoorDash delivery stuff. UUU is more a fundamental materials play. So yeah, pretty good for this. We'll see how it happens. I do believe when does UUU reports after earnings and Grab reports. U reports after market and Grab reports after market today. So we'll know soonish. I'll give updates in the Telegram channel.
What I'm going to do on UUU, just me, I'm going to put in a limit in at 87 cents for 50% profit, because if it hits that right at the open and then it dumps, at least I'll be out.
Okay. On UUU.
Yeah, because the first 20 minutes of the open, I can't do hardly anything anyway.
What are you? What's the GTC for that?
87 cents. I got filled at 58. I got a limit working at 87 for 50% profit.
All right, I'll do that too. All right. Boom. Why don't we just do that for Grab as well? 23.
Oh. Grab. I guess I didn't do that for Grab.
So set a good to cancel order for 87 cents for UUUU. And then for Grab, I got filled at 23. So 30, 31. I don't know. What's that percentage increase? 23 to 31, 32 or something?
It says orders. Where's my?
Did you put that trade in the chat yet, Alex?
UUUU.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repost it for the folks. I forgot to pin it.
Thanks.
34 cents to be 50%, right?
Oops. That's all right.
Okay. I'm gonna do 32 just to make sure. I'm gonna be a little more conservative with Grab. 32. Make sure this is a good to cancel order, not a day order, folks. And then Jeff, my computer's about to die. I need to plug it in. I'm going to see the screen to you because we got some. Obviously, we're having some weird stuff with silver and gold. I want to talk about that, and then see what's some of the best ways to maybe trade it.
Yeah, that's some crazy things. Silver and gold's kind of like uranium. I mean, right now, there's no reason why they should go down. But they had a big old technical sell. Actually, silver hit $50. Last time it hit almost $50, they dumped it clear down to $12. But
no, don't say that.
See how they can do that this time at all.
So, I hope not.
Yeah, dang it. Hold on. Where am I?
Take your time, brother. Market's still open, so I put those trades out there for folks. So if you guys want to hop in those, they are in the chat. Ace, you could just say, what'd you do? Like a 30% profit target, Alex, or 50%, or were those just swings for earnings? No profit target, just whatever.
No, I set a profit target at 32 for Grab and 87 for UUUU.
Okay.
Me.
You.
Yeah, Brian said what? That's exactly.
So if you trade UUUU, you're not selfish, right?
That's right. Yeah, just don't trade me.
That's right.
All right. So you want to go ahead and share your screen? Just give us a breakdown on the silver.
Yeah, that's my fault. I gotta put it up there for him.
No worries.
Yeah, you look at silver and stuff like that. Here, let me just bring a chart over here real quickly. SLB. There we go. You can kind of see they have this just skyrocketed here on silver, just nonstop. Now they've kind of pulled things back, but it's starting to bounce back up a little bit. As long as silver stays basically above, and this is SLV, as long as it can stay above about 41.5, which you can kind of see where this support is in here, it should be just fine and dandy. And I think they basically did kind of a technical sell here. I mean, you can see where SLV almost got to $50. The actual silver contract actually made it over 50. I mean, it took about $53. And then they kind of started pulling things back. That's when gold actually hit an all-time high as well, just a touch shy of 4,400. And then they started yanking it back also. So I think, I mean, and if you kind of time everything out just a little bit, I mean, you go into a government shutdown, which they started that on October 1st, right? And which is when our, the government has a brand new fiscal year. And so they all get to thinking, hey, this is only going to last a week or two. They'll figure it out. I mean, it's nothing big. And all of a sudden, that ain't happening.
I know.
That's when everything just was like, oh, wait a second here. And so, and I think this is a great time for it to have a time to correct back. Just because, well, the government's not putting out anything. I think that's one thing that people forget is that all of our economic, no, and I say all of them, the majority of our economic numbers come out of the U.S. government. So we're not getting any non-farm payrolls, GDPs, CPIs, PPIs, all that good stuff, durable goods orders, retail sales numbers, all that stuff. We're not getting any of that. And so the market, if you think about the market, well, news is market food, right? So they're not getting any food. So right now they're just, eating ramen noodles and trying to survive and they're just kind of picking and choosing on what they can really do. And I think that's really what the markets are doing right now. And I think once the government opens back up, we start getting these big old, I guess, news items coming back out. I think we'll get to see exactly what is really going on in the economy. Good or bad doesn't really matter. My guess is going to be on the bad side as opposed to the good side. Yeah. But I think we get to kind of see a big jostling in the market. And I think it's a great time right now with this pullback in gold and silver to kind of be scooping stuff up in here. So I think that's really what's kind of going on. And of course, gold and silver, one thing about silver is it's kind of it's a different kind of contract than gold is, or even copper. Copper is an industrial metal. So when you get China news, copper moves a lot. It's because it's a huge industrial country, right? Gold is just a big, huge precious metal. I mean, it's hard to go out and buy an ounce of gold and start hammering it into some sort of a seal for an underwater, rig or anything like that. So they got to use other things, even though it would work the best down there. But when you look at silver, it's both a precious metal and an industrial metal. They use a lot of silver and copper with EVs and electrical circuits and all this good stuff. They don't use that. I mean, motherboards actually use gold, but it's very, 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 very small. And so you have both the precious and industrialized on the silver. So sometimes it'll react to manufacturing news, and sometimes it just reacts to what gold's doing, of course, of fear and stuff like that. And because of that, sometimes silver will just get stuck and it'll just move sideways for a little while. And that's really what this is about, is kind of taking advantage of silver is kind of in a big move up, but yet it's pulled back and now it's in one of those little cycles that is going to hang out before it makes another push up. Now, before we get into that, let's kind of go through this little screen here and kind of start going from there. Of course, all the trading, holds risk. There it is. The strategy that you're about to see is a brand new approach to trading silver based off of the current rate cut cycle. Here we go with that. The trades expressed are based on back-tested data according to a 5-year back test starting on, of course, September of 2020. And the strategy published 38 trade alerts with all 38 returning winners. So it's 38-0. The average return per trade was 26.85%, enough to pay out $1,342 per trade on a $5,000 starting stake. All examples will be based on that starting stake unless otherwise stated. Of course, past performance does not guarantee future results. And, of course, you need to trade at your own risk. Of course, you can see our terms on the good old Prosperity Pub homepage. And if you want to kind of boil all that down, you're about to see a strategy with an incredible 5-year undefeated track record, according to our research. Now, of course, we believe it's a powerful edge in the stock market, or we wouldn't be sharing it with you, right? And of course, our job is to help give people like you exactly that kind of powerful knowledge. Now, with that said, all trading does have risk, and losses can and will happen. Now, you should never risk more than you can afford to lose on a single trade. And if you can't handle a losing trade, then you probably shouldn't be trading with real money. You need to be paper trading or something like that. So now, as you know, the good old Federal Reserve recently made a massive decision, right? Kick off a rate cut cycle that could last 2 years or more. I mean, and during this unique window of opportunity, I'll be using a particular type of trade on one of my favorite assets to take advantage of it. And it's a trade that, according to our research, would have paid out 38 times in a row over the past few years without a single loser. And that's right. Each and every time the unique trade lined up over the last few years, it hit the target with perfect accuracy. 38 and 0 success rates so far. And in fact, on live trades, we are 3-0, as this would say. So, of course, we're going to try to set up for the old 42nd winter here also. Now, if it's anything like we've seen recently, it'll have a shot to pay right around $1,500 over the coming weeks. For example, like we've seen so far from the data, we had on February 8th of 2021, we had $1,407 there. $1,521 here on April 3rd. May 3rd, we have $1,456. A few weeks later on, we had $1,274. We had $1,174 in March. Then in December, we had $1,024. Another one, when the year rolled around here at $1,274, and another $1,257 that very same day on that one, and $1,124 in November of that year, and $1,191 in April, and just a few weeks ago in September, $1,556. Now, there's a whole lot more that we couldn't fit on this chart. Of course, there were 38 of them, right? So, but you kind of get the idea here. Now, of course, you should be skeptical of anything that claims to be undefeated in the stock market. And you might think this is just really too good to be true. But I've spent over 30 years studying the assets we'll be talking about today. And not to brag, but this isn't my first undefeated strategy. My gold trading program is currently at 42-0 on live trades since December of last year. And even so, this new opportunity standing in front of us could be bigger and better than anything I've ever seen before. And that's because there's a very unique setup happening with the precious metals right now. And that's in all the metals, not just silver or gold. You got platinum and palladium doing the same thing. And if we play it right, not only could you see a lion's share of gains over the coming 2 years, but at the same time, we could leverage this window to target a stream of payouts over and over again, shooting for right around $1,500 on each one based on the same strategy that's paid with a 100% historical accuracy rate so far. Now, sometimes multiple in the same week, which is really cool. Like one of the best weeks back in April, anyone following along could have seen a nice payout of $1,521 on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, $1,421 would have hit. Then another $1,493 on the exact same day. Now, if that gets you excited, buckle up for this one. Because thanks to the rate cut cycle that just started, I believe this strategy is about to get supercharged. All right. And with more $1,500 payout opportunities coming our way over the next 2 years. Now, we've probably ever seen in the past decade. So, and it all kicks off when you join the newest public trade from this strategy today. Now, following along with me, the exact same trade setup that hit 38 out of 38 times, I'll just say it that way, so far since 2020. And in the next few minutes, you can put your name down on the very small list of traders allowed to join me live for the next new trade. And yes, it will be very limited. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let me properly introduce myself. Of course, most of you know me. I'm Jeff Smith, CEO and head educator here at DTI, where I've been trading and teaching literally for 25 years. I'm one of the world's leading experts on trading gold and precious metals. I was frequently published in Stock and Commodities magazine, head engineer behind the legendary Roadmap software here at DTI. Of course, the creator of the perfect gold trade and the gold stream alerts. before I came here, I was actually a pipeline engineer. I actually designed stationary natural gas and diesel engines for natural gas transportation. I did that for 10 years before getting here. So now I'm no rookie when it comes to making big predictions like the one today. In 2005, I made my first major gold buy right here before it shot up over 400%. And then I put my reputation on the line in December of 2023. I gave my gold super cycle broadcast that went out to thousands online, calling for gold to go from 2,000 per ounce to north of $2,500 by the end of the year. Well, I was a little bit short of that one. We actually went up to around 2,600. And from there, I called for another $1,000 leap in the price of gold to north of 3,500 in 2025. Well, we almost hit 4,400, right? Which we've already surpassed that. And of course, the year's not even over yet. But not only focused on gold, but I picked up silver back in 2009, and right around $20 before it moonshot to $50 an ounce in just a matter of weeks. And then just past year, I was handing out these MS65 graded 1884 Morgan silver dollars to my VIP members, and doing anything I could to help people get on the right side of the move that I saw coming in silver. And of course, silver is now up 81% since I started handing out those coins. And while I normally stay away from the limelight, I do love hearing stories like these from my top students who had success with me in the past. Like Philip here made a profit of $468.75 in just 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Simply amazing. Almost Olympic on that one. So Vistelia sold my 10 contracts within 15 minutes of purchase for $930. Thank you for helping me make my Friday a bright and sunny day. And of course, Kirk here, better than a one-day vitamin, $800 in 5 hours yesterday and 505 hours a day. Who needs anything else? Now, based on my 30 years in the business, it's hard to believe we're about to see what could be the best opportunity of my lifetime. So what is today's opportunity? Why is the timing so critical? Well, I believe old Powell just lit the match on the biggest trading opportunity I've seen in years. You see, in order to save a job market that's basically falling off a cliff, I think everybody's seen all the layoffs that we've seen here lately. The Fed was backed into a corner and practically forced to cut rates, and they really had no choice. And there's one thing about rate cuts are like steroids